Welcome to the Purposely Aligned Entrepreneur Podcast presented by Botscroll Creative. This is episode number 451. Today, I am sharing more tips about digital marketing that I think are going to make you think about things differently. Now let's dive in. Have you already found business success but feel lonely at the top? Or do you feel like you're at a place in your business where others just don't get it? Or maybe you feel like you have to make yourself smaller in order for others to not feel less than. Or maybe just a little bit of all three? But with all that said, there is good news because I've been there and I see you, sister. I'm Taylor Bradford, the torchbearer of this podcast and sisterhood, and I'm here to lead and inspire you to stay purposely aligned in the success you have found and provide you with support, guidance, and a sisterhood to keep going. Because I do get it. Your business journey isn't meant to be traveled alone. So grab a notebook, your favorite pen, and a bevy, and let's dive into this together with this latest podcast episode. Welcome to the Purposely Aligned Entrepreneur Podcast presented by Botscroll Creative and me. Hello, welcome to episode number 451 of the Purposely Aligned Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Taylor Bradford. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm going to be sharing some more tips about digital marketing, which I have been exploring through my social experiment. Before I get into that, though, I want to remind you I have a brand new Facebook community for this podcast, and you can get to it by going to botscrollcreative.com/community. I need you to answer all of the questions, provide answers for every question that the Facebook group prompts you so that I can allow you into the group. And yeah, I'd love to have you in there. botscrollcreative.com/community to gain access. Again, answer all of those questions. Don't skip them because skipping them will keep you out of the community. And I don't want that to happen to anyone. So let's dive into this week's social media headlines. Let's take a peek into what's been going on in social media land. Social media headline number 1, TikTok adds new cutout option to change the background of your clips. This is perfect for those of you that have been waiting for this particular option in TikTok. Social media headline number 2, Instagram now lets you opt out of read receipts for DMs. Now you can reduce some of the angst around your slow DM replies. Social media headline number 3, Instagram also launches a live test of the new Flipside alternative engagement space. It's a new private sharing option on Instagram. Social media headline number 4, Pinterest shares tips to help optimize your in-app product listings. Some handy tips to help you improve your pin marketing approach. Social media headline number 5, X will now enable premium subscribers to list open jobs on their personal profiles. X says that over 750,000 roles have been listed in the app thus far. Social media headline number 6, X looks to improve content moderation after issues with AI images and bot farms. AI-generated images of Taylor Swift and Russian bot operations have caused more headaches for Elon and co. And finally, YouTube launches 2024 Ad Blitz to showcase Super Bowl campaigns. With the 2024 Super Bowl fast approaching, YouTube has launched its Ad Blitz hub, where all the Super Bowl ads will be displayed before, during, and after the big game. YouTube's Ad Blitz, now in its 18th year, provides a showcase of all of the Super Bowl ads so that people can check out the creative approaches that top brands are taking to their campaigns. And over time, YouTube has actually become a bigger source of Super Bowl ad viewership than during the game itself. And that wraps up this week's social media headlines. All right, so let's give an update on where we are in the social experiment. If you are brand new to hearing me talk about the social experiment, I have been doing the social experiment on a brand new Instagram account and actually a brand new Facebook page. And I'm not sharing the names of those because I am trying to do this experiment without basically making my waters muddied between the accounts that I already have and utilize. So as of today of the recording, I have 23 followers on this Instagram account. I have 1 follower over on the Facebook page. I have 56 posts so far, and my account is reaching 534 Instagram accounts in the last 30 days. Now, obviously, my account is not even 30 days old. We are about 19 days into this experiment. I had previously already had 1 person in my funnel that grabbed my ebook, my freebie, and then I had somebody else come in to my funnel. So I had 2 people in my email funnel, and the second person within a day already opted out. So that told me they were just looking for the freebie. And then the first person just opted out, I believe yesterday, and they had received, I believe, 8 emails from the time they came into the funnel till when they exited the funnel. So I have 16 emails in that funnel that I have written. And the first, I believe, 15 or 14 emails are triggered 1 a day. And then I start dripping out every 2 days. And so I've got that main email campaign going. And then I've also created 3 additional campaigns in preparation for people purchasing. So purchasing the 15-day business builder challenge. And so then I will be writing just a handful of emails for those people. And then also if they purchase the blueprints, and then I will be dedicating specific emails to them. And then technically the 4th, because I have 4 total campaigns within the System.io platform, is just all around community emails, building out my community. So the first campaign is specifically to distribute the ebook and then follow up until I see somebody purchase or they just go away. Then the second is if they come into the 15-day business builder challenge. The third is if they buy into the blueprints. And then the 4th is just generic overall community emails as I get them written. And I have never had that many emails in a email marketing system ever. Like I write a monthly email for Boss Girl Creative. I write a monthly email for Sugar Creek. I don't write daily emails for either one of those brands. And I never have. I believe in Boss Girl's history, I probably at one point was writing weekly emails to kind of give me an opportunity to talk about that week's podcast episode. But in reality, it wasn't really doing me a whole lot of anything. So I scaled it back to be a monthly email. And I find a lot of value in a monthly email campaign so that I'm not overwhelming you and your email inbox. But with something like this social experiment and trying to get a brand new business off the ground, really, I am attempting to, I don't want to use the word spam, but remind the people that come into the funnel that this is really the goal. The goal is to get you into the actual funnel, not just my funnel, but actually get you to trigger to move into that paid product. And I find this very interesting to do this. And I am in other people's email funnels for things unrelated to my own social experiment, and they're emailing me daily. So I know that this is something that is being taught even outside of Legendary, which is very interesting. I don't think with Boss Girl, I have that much to tell you daily. Like, I don't actively have anything that I'm self-promoting. And even if I were self-promoting something, I don't know that I would do it daily with this particular audience. I don't think that it would be beneficial to you. It wouldn't be beneficial to me because I would have a lack of things to talk about. But it's very interesting to be within this social experiment and to see that there is a reason why you email somebody every single day. You make sure that you nurture that person because you are ultimately trying to sell them something. And I can tell you out on the social media world or within the social media world, I am seeing a lot of negativity starting to happen, and controversy sells. Controversy sells, but I do think that you shouldn't burn bridges, because the bridge that got you to where you are is what's making you money. So, I would be very careful about controversy. But so I find that interesting. There's a lot of bashing going on right now. And to be like so incredibly honest about the platform that I have invested in, it is so well done that there's really no reason to bash it. Like, it is so well done. It is there to educate you on how to do high ticket affiliate marketing. That is really what it's teaching you to do. It's teaching you high income skills like copywriting, sales funnels, those kinds of things. It is giving you an opportunity to be successful in an industry that you choose. And through high ticket affiliate marketing, that is what it's doing. And then it's building you up even further. If you invest in the blueprints, it gives you an opportunity to learn how to do courses. It's giving you the opportunity to learn how to do retreats. It's giving you an opportunity to learn how to do memberships. Like, it is so well created that it is really a one-stop shop for you to educate yourself and learn how to run a successful online business. And so I find it interesting what I'm seeing just in the world of social media right now, specifically on Instagram, because that's where I'm hanging out a lot. It's so interesting. And so this particular episode, I'm talking about tagging, and I'm also talking about utilizing UTMs. So a UTM is an urchin tracking module, and it's a parameter that you actually attach onto a URL. So within my daily email drips to get somebody into the 15-day Business Builder Challenge, every email has my affiliate link in it, and that particular affiliate link is tagged email 1, email 2, email 3, because I want to be able to track where and when they buy. I need that signal back at me so that I can see how my nurture sequence is doing. If somebody really is a warm lead, they come into my funnel, they get my ebook, and then they hang out, where do they buy? And so I have tags attached to my affiliate links, which is like a UTM parameter. But then I was like, okay, if I'm sharing my affiliate link, and actually it's not my affiliate link, it's my landing page that then starts the process. So it is the URL that gives you my landing page that then captures your email so that I can send you the free ebook. And then it's linked to a thank you page that then has an affiliate link to get you further. But if you don't go further, then I'm nurturing you through the email drip campaign, the sequence that I've got set up. So when I share my landing page URL out on social media, I want to be able to track where somebody clicks from. And I know that I can see some data without putting any kind of UTMs around that particular link, but I can't see all the data. I can't see where somebody finds interest. And you can get somebody to find interest by adding a UTM. Actually, the UTM is not getting them to find interest. Let me clarify. It allows me to see, did they come out of an Instagram story? Did they come out of an Instagram highlight? Did they come out of Pinterest? Did they come out of, you see where I'm going? So because I am so active on Instagram, I want to know, did they come from my profile? Did they come from stories? Did they come from a highlight? And you can create a UTM parameter and attach it to a URL so that you have the opportunity to track. This is some nerdy stuff, you guys. And I think this is what can help you in understanding the buying habits of people, the buying habits of your audience. And so Google has a tool that allows you to do this without actually having to go into Google Analytics to create these things. So the tool is a campaign URL builder by Google, and you can get there by going to ga-dev.google/campaign-URL-builder. Ultimately, go to Google and type in campaign URL builder and make sure it is a Google development tool. And within there, that is where you're going to set up the UTM data. So you're going to enter your website URL, and then you are going to specify a campaign source. And this is going to be the source of your traffic, such as a search engine, a social media platform, a newsletter, etc. Then you're going to set the campaign medium. So you're going to indicate the marketing medium, such as, is it an email? Is it a paid ad? Or is it a social media platform? Then you're going to give it a campaign name. You're going to provide a descriptive name for your campaign. So coaching_course_2024 as an example. And this is going to help you easily identify it in your analytics reports, right? And so then you can also optionally add campaign terms and campaign content fields to track additional information, such as keywords or ad variations. And once you've entered the necessary information, the tool will automatically generate a custom URL with those UTM parameters included. Now, what's also really cool is they are partnered with Bitly. So you can actually track clicks through Bitly. And so if you want to shorten the URL so that it's not super long with all this UTM data attached to your .com, then you can shorten it within the same platform, the same Google development platform, and you connect it to your Bitly account, and then it will shorten. And so far I've created 3 different UTMs, one specifically for Instagram stories, one specifically for my highlights on my Instagram profile, which obviously initially went through stories, but because it lives in highlight land, the opportunity to get somebody to then see it in the future, I want to know where they're clicking from or where they're coming from. And then also my Instagram profile. Now, what I realized once I changed my link in my Instagram profile, it then did put the Bitly link and not my URL. So I lost the ability to maintain the text of my URL, and it converted it to Bitly. And so I reverted back to just being my URL for my account. And I'm not tracking it with a Bitly link. And I feel like this could be something Instagram could fix in the future. I'm still telling it, here's the text I want you to display. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a glitch in their platform or this is just how it's working right now. But it was showing the Bitly link, which is not very professional looking. And so I just reverted back, and I'll just know based on what data I see coming into my system.io platform that it is coming out of Instagram or Facebook, depending on where the link was actually clicked. Now, when I start marketing more into getting people into email campaigns or what have you, then I could consider, if I am selling other things, setting more UTM parameters up on my link to the new thing that I'm selling. So once you've gotten my freebie and you're in my drip campaign, then I'm just putting my affiliate link in to get you to buy. But if I eventually am selling other digital products that I created, then I want to know about how somebody clicks. And so then I would set up a UTM parameter on the link to get them into the thing that they're going to go buy from me personally. And so then I would use the Google development tool even more and based on the email that I'm sending. And so I would set up a UTM parameter that says, the gist of the email subject line, or maybe I do use the email subject line as part of the UTM parameter. And then that helps me keep track of where people are buying from. So much nerdy, cool stuff when it comes to figuring out how to appropriately nurture your audience and what works and what doesn't work. And so it's reopening my eyes. Like I've always known about UTMs, but I thought that you had to do them within Google Analytics. And I thought it was a whole lot more complicated than that Google development tool, which, by the way, I will link in the show notes for this particular podcast episode. But again, you can just simply go out to Google and say, I want the URL campaign builder tool and make sure it is a Google development link. And so I hope this information was beneficial to you. I hope you get to nerd out just like I did when I discovered it. I was like, holy cow, like this is so awesome. I knew about UTMs, but I didn't realize Google had a really easy tool to use. Like, yes, sign me up. So it is free to use, by the way. So yeah, and it should put your data over into your Google Analytics. Like that would be the whole reason you would also want a Google Analytics account, which I did go in and capture all of that. I need to set it up in Search Console. I don't remember if I've already done that or not with this new URL. I think I did because of some previous things I was trying to figure out. But I did set up a Google Analytics account for this particular URL. I did paste the tagging script code or whatever it is that Google needs in order for it to capture the data. I did get that into the landing page, which System.io does allow. I'm pretty sure ClickFunnels does also allow that. So if you really want to nerd out and get your data, which data helps you back your numbers, right? Data helps give you signals to what's working, what's not working, and where your customers are buying in their journey. And this is stuff that I think everybody needs to utilize. So this is why I'm sharing it. So thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. I really hope you found it beneficial. I hope you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could do that. Or, oh my gosh, I totally forgot I could be doing that. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of this week. Don't forget, come into the new Facebook group. I would love to have you in there. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of this week. Oh, wait, before I go, thank you truly for your support of my own business journey and this podcast, The Purposely Aligned Entrepreneur. If you know another entrepreneur who is in the same business trenches, who has already found success but might be feeling a bit lonely in their journey, my hope is that you'll share this podcast and this sisterhood with them. Because this, what we do day in and day out, isn't meant to be done alone. Speaking of lonely, if you're ready to squash the business journey loneliness, stop what you're doing right now and join the sisterhood. Visit bossgirlcreative.com/sisterhood. I can't wait to see you in there.